Hello, Deepti.
Hello, sir.
So, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
So, just Deepti, give me a brief introduction about yourself.
Okay, sir. So, my name is Deepti Singh. I'm from Aligarh, Uttar Pradesh, and I have done my graduation and post graduation in psychology from Aligarh Muslim University. And this year, I have qualified GATE in the subject of psychology with All India rank 82. And I have also qualified UGC JRF in the same subject. And I have a keen interest in research and teaching. And that's why I want to continue my academics and pursue PhD. And my research interests include emotion regulation and its role on cognitive flexibility and health risk behavior in marginalized students.
Okay, fine, great. So now, tell me, what is your topic that you submitted as a research proposal? What was the title?
Yes, sir. So the title of my research proposal was the role of expressive suppression in cognitive flexibility and health risk behavior in marginalized students in higher educational institutes of India.
Okay, fine. So, uh, how you will conduct your study?
Okay, sir. So, sir, I have decided to use mixed method approach, specifically concurrent mixed method design, which will include two phases. Number one is collecting quantitative data. So I'll use survey method for collecting data related to expressive suppression, the experience of discrimination, the level of cognitive flexibility and health risk behavior. And on the subpopulation, I will I will collect qualitative data by using focus group discussions. And later I will integrate this data. So overall, I have decided to use mixed method design.
Okay, fine. So, actually, what is the context of your study?
Okay, sir. So, sir, as we are very well aware that India is a diverse country and the caste system prevails from a very ancient time. But when we got independence, our constitution was developed and a number of articles like Article 14 and 15 was included in our constitution specifically for eradicating discrimination and for embuilding equality in our nation. But sir, when we look as we came in 21st century, then
Hmm.
we get to know that the number of higher educational institution in our nation gradually developed and now they are doubled. The number is doubled and approx there is an increment of 62% in the enrollment rate of the marginalized student. But we look at another side, then with the increase in the number of enrollment of these students, the rate of suicide and dropout rate is also increasing. And it is
Right.
clearly evident from the recent report, which was presented by one of our union education minister in Rajya Sabha. So he basically stated that if we talk about that brief period from 2019 to 2023, then approx 77 students have committed suicide and more than half of those students belongs to marginalized communities and
Right.
approx more than 33,000 students have dropped out from these
Right.
higher education institutions. So, if I look at this issue from psychological lens, then previous researches has shown that suicide has many psychological factors, like many psychological factors play a role, but there's a clear link between suicidal ideation and suicidal behavior with cognitive dysfunctioning, with inability to regulate one's emotions and engagement in very health compromising behavior. So all these factors share a link with suicide behavior and suicidal ideation, and they also impact one's academic performance. That is why they drop
Right.
out from this study. So from there, I got this idea for conducting this
Right.
research.
So, you have mentioned one term, right? Cognitive dysfunction. What is that? What is cognitive dysfunction?
So, cognitive dysfunction is a very broader term in psychology. When one is not able to use one's thinking ability, the number of basic cognitive processes like memory,
Right.
attention, emotion regulation. Whenever a problem occurs in this function, then we call this cognitive dysfunction. It is a very broader term, sir.
Okay, so fine. So uh, another question related to for your study, what will be the theoretical stand on the basis
Okay,
of which you will you will conduct that study? There should be a theoretical stand, right?
okay,
So
sir.
what theoretical stand you will use or you will look into that?
Okay, sir.
What is that?
So, okay, sir. So basically, my study is based on the process model of emotion regulation given by James Gross. So basically, he was the first person who empirically studied emotion regulation strategies. So he
Right.
basically gives five strategies, but in order to understand them in more comprehensive manner, he broadly divide these five types of strategy in two types. Number one is antecedent focused, and the second one is respondent focused. And based on his study, he concluded that antecedent focused strategies, which we basically use before experiencing emotions, are a more positive way of managing our emotions and help in increasing our life satisfaction. On the other hand, the other one is respondent focused strategy. The term I have used in my research proposal, that is expressive suppression. It is a type of respondent focused strategy, and the research which he conducted showed that people who more frequently use expressive suppression are more prone to develop less life satisfaction and are more prone to develop depression, which is the major contribution to suicidal behavior.
Right. So, just very fundamental questions. So, what will be the impact of your study? What will be the contribution of your study?
Okay, sir. So, when we look at the literature, then there are a number of studies which have talked about the financial and the social outcomes of this discrimination. And so, discrimination is something which we cannot eradicate in a night, in a fortnight, or in a day. But but by using this study, we can help the students to develop and become psychologically stronger, because we might not be available, although there are laws, but
Mm.
the constitution and the government is doing everything on their behalf. But by this research, we can help the students belonging from marginalized community to develop resilience, become psychologically more strengthened, to develop emotion regulation strategies so that they can manage their emotions. So, like, there's a study by Arjun and Pal, which was published in Sage Journal. So they were the first people who studied the caste-based discrimination in higher education from psychological perspective. So they said that it is the suicide that these people are committing is not just because of a depression that is happening in 1 or 2 months. It is because of the suppression and the pressure they have been experienced from their childhood. So by
Right.
doing this, we can equip them psychologically so that they do not lose their self-worth and they develop more resilience and do not let
Okay.
the negative emotion overpower them.
Okay. Fine. So, just you have mentioned one a specific term, that is Sage Journal,
Yes, sir.
that was published on Sage Journal.
Yes,
So,
sir.
do you think that Sage is the journal?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is the name of that journal?
So, say journal
Sage
as
is not a journal. Sage is the publication.
okay, sir. I'll check it, sir.
And under the Sage publication, so it actually gave the permission to publish many articles under this publication. There are so many journals. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So,
I'll go.
okay, that is a one thing. Okay, anyway.
Okay, sir.
So my next question is, you told about the methodology, right? You will
Yes,
use
sir.
for your study a mixed method. Why do you think that mixed method? Or why not quantitative? Why not qualitative?
Okay,
Or
sir.
why mixed
Okay.
method?
Okay, sir. So, since emotion is a very subjective phenomena and the experience of discrimination is a very complex process, and in order to study it, a number of previous researchers and scholars have used mixed method approach in order to study caste-based discrimination in educational context, and they have used mixed method approach also to study emotion regulation. So, in order to get a more comprehensive and both broader and in-depth understanding of this phenomena, I want to use mixed method approach. Although we can use other methods, but from them we will not get that much comprehensive information.
Okay, fine. So do you think that if you join IIT Jodhpur, you will get that type of exposure? There are so many institutes, right? So
Yes,
you
sir.
have GRF, you have UGC, NET, like Git, this type of things you have. So you will get many offers from other IIT also maybe. Uh, but why IIT Jodhpur?
Yes, sir. So as we know that when PhD, as it is always been said that PhD is a very long journey, and it's a kind of commitment, and for its fruitfulness and uh, for for the smooth process of this journey, we require a very well established faculty members and well established research facilities. So I think IIT Jodhpur is one of the institution which is in its growing process, which is growing, and so I think and a number of faculty members are there who are expert in their fields and who are working hard for the upliftment and for the for in many research areas, and so the institute is growing. So I think if I get a chance, if I get admission there, so I'll also get a very vibrant academic environment, and I'll also learn to work hard, and it will impact my personal growth.
Okay, fine, good, good. Okay, so now the my not though this is the last question, but just tell me what actually motivate you to study this concept. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so
So
why?
okay, sir. So if I talk about the cognitive, like this, my research topic has two aspects. One is social aspect that is related to marginalized group, and the other one is cognitive, that is cognitive flexibility and health compromising behavior. So, sir, when I choose psychology, I don't. My interest was in cognitive psychology because it was very fascinating. We get to know
Right.
like why this people is behaving in this way. What is the reason behind? Like what is the process involved in it? So I was more tilted towards cognitive psychology from the very beginning, from my school days. But if I talk about the social aspect, that is marginalized groups. So, sir, I did a number of field internship in my bachelor's and in my master's, and I also did a 6 month counseling program in during the time of COVID, and I have also done two counseling diplomas. Basically they were related to educational psychology. So there I get to know that substance abuse disorders and suicide rate was comparatively higher among these groups. And
Right.
I did, yes sir, and during my field internship I get I I thought that untouchability has been eradicated from our country because I was not aware about this. I live in an urban area, but when I got a chance to visit a rural area in a school, which is a government aided school, I get to know that the students who belong to marginalized group were not allowed to eat in those utensils which were provided by the school. They used to bring their utensils from their home. So this thing sparked my interest in studying this group, like what is happening. And I read literature and I get to know about the statistic, like how the suicide rate is increasing. So all these things motivated me.
Okay, fine. So great. So now the question is, so suppose we are offering a seat to you. Okay. So what will be your contribution to the department? What is how we will encounter that?
So contribution in my specific field.
No, your contribution to the institute.
Okay, sir. So as my research topic is, it's a very burning topic, and it's a very sensitive social issue. It is not only limited to our India. We can also evident caste-based discrimination and marginalized the atrocities faced by marginalized students, and it is a very global issue, sir. If we study it, then we will be able to tackle a number of issues like imposter syndrome is there, which is associated with difficulties whenever a person is not, a student is not able to manage their emotion, they
No, no,
sometimes
no,
develop.
no, 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 no. You did not get my point. I
Okay, sir.
was asking that what will be your contribution to IIT Jodhpur? How IIT Jodhpur will get benefit the students like you?
Okay, sir. Sir, I think by doing research on this topic, we will be able to highlight a very under researched topic, which will automatically and which will definitely contribute to our society and our institution as well. Because
Anything else?
that's it,
Okay, fine. So now, I was thinking that this type of research, when you will conduct, you will face many problems in terms of when you will collect data. So, what type of challenges you will face? Have you thought about it?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. So sometimes when we try to gather, major challenges which we face is in the qualitative phase. Like, people generally give their responses to quantitative data when we give them questionnaires. But when we try to interact with them personally, so they might be very resistant or might refrain from sharing their experiences because they feel like they will not belong to this group, like they will feel like that their peer group will get to know about this or something. So that is, so this could be one
One
of
type
the.
of fear.
So like there's a like people, or there's a tendency of people, like they wanted to be a part of a group, that is why they basically try to suppress their emotions so that they remain part of that group. And sometimes they don't want to express their feelings because they think that people might not take them in their group and might consider them out of their group.
Okay, so any other challenges do you think that you will face if you conduct this study on the field?
Yes, so sometimes the responses we get are not very genuine. People may lie.
So how you will overcome that problem?
So that is why I thought like I will collect both quantitative and qualitative data. And sir, I don't know exactly how I can tackle with this problem, but surely I'll learn this if I get a chance.
Right. Okay, so uh, I think this is enough. This is fine. Okay. Thank you. All the
Thank you,
best.
sir. Thank you, sir.